Good morning, dear students. Today in EVS class, I am going to start another new chapter, that is chapter number 15, and the name is Craft of Life, Pottery. Dear students, all of you please open your EVS book, open the chapter and watch the video very properly with the help of your parents. So let's start. Dear students, Craft of Life, Pottery. Pottery, you can say the work of potters. Okay, the things made of clay like earthen lamp, flower pot, bowl, etc. These are called pottery. Okay, or pottery product means the item made of clay. Okay, so in this chapter we will, after explanation of the chapter, we will able to know about pottery, one of the oldest forms of art. Then methods of making pottery wares. And the next one is some types of pottery we use. So these are the topics discussed in this chapter. So let's start. See what written here. Thousands of years ago, means many years ago, when people learned to grow crops. Crops means plant products grown by farmers. Okay, and produce food grains. Food grains, you can say wheat, rice, pulses, etc., which we take as our food. These are called food grains. So they required some objects. So early people required some objects for what? For storing their food. So these are the food items. No, they have to, or they need to store this food. Okay, initially they wove baskets out of wild grass. So at first they made a basket out of or with wild grass. Okay, then applied wet clay around them, means first made the basket with the grass, wild grass, then applied what? Wet clay. Wet clay means clay or soil mixes with water. This is called wet clay. Around what? Around the basket. Okay, and dried them in the sun. After that, keep the baskets in the sun for drying. Okay, gradually means slowly they learn to make vessels. Vessels means, vessels you know, I discussed in our offline classes. So these are the these vessels by using their hands to give different shapes to clay. So first of all they made basket with grass, wild grass. Okay, after that they learn how to make the different types of vessels by using this clay. Okay, and give these vessels in different shapes. Okay, means the item made of clay. They learned how to make the items with clay. These are the clay products. Okay, item made by clay or made of clay. Then earlier the vessels made by early humans were dried in the sun. So I told you in this page I discussed that the vessels or whatever they made, first they made, then they dried these items in the sun, these vessels in the sun. This is the first procedure of early humans. Then they were not durable and could not hold water. Not only water, milk and any other liquid. Means you can say in these the vessels which they made earlier, these are not durable, means long lasting, and not hold liquid like water, milk, etc. Okay, that means not waterproof. So they started the practice of baking their pots on fire. So after that, whenever they seen that, they observed that the when the items dried in the sun, this is not durable, not long lasting, and not hold the liquid. So they learned how to make. So they bake the pottery vessels or clay products as their pots. You called as pots. Okay, on fire. So they bake the pots in the fire or on fire. Meanwhile, they also learned how to use the potter's wheel to make pots and vessels of various shapes in large numbers. See, this is the potter's wheel. Okay, this is potter. One man or woman is doing this work is called potter, and this is the potter's wheel. Okay, the wheel is moving and they keep the clay ball of clay in this wheel, and this the wheel move and give the shape, give the different shapes, and they use their hands also to make the design or shapes. Okay, perfect shape. So this is called potter's wheel to make pots and vessels. They use, after that they use this wheel to make the products, make the clay products. Okay, this is with this help them to give many products at a time or at a less time. Okay, and this consume less time. So the pots made with the help of the potter's wheel could be used for different purposes. So whatever the product they made with the help of this wheel, these are used in different purposes, such as eating, drinking and cooking. So eating, drinking and cooking, these activities they can do with the help of this pottery items. Okay, now you say pottery or pottery is one of the oldest forms of art. Pottery is one of the oldest forms of art because early humans used the pottery first. Okay, that's why called the oldest form of art. According to historians, you can say those who work or those who write, those who read the history, okay, about the history are called historians. So what they said pottery is one of the oldest forms of art. So we know this is the oldest form of art because of said by historians, some historians or all historians. It involves the use of clay and fire to create various objects. So this clay and after making the shape, this keep these items keep in the fire, on the fire, to make it hard. Okay, fire to create various objects such as pots, pitchers and other types of wheels, other types of vessels and containers. These are the some containers or vessels used by made by clay, okay, or potters, made by potter, or this is also called pottery items. So pottery is made from clay. This we know that pottery is made from clay. Okay, this is the clay and these are pottery items. When it is wet, so when the clay is wet, mixes with water, it can be molded. Molded, you can say, means when it is wet, it can be molded and given different shapes. Molded, you can say raw clay. When the clay is wet, this is called raw clay. Okay, so this time different shapes can be given very easily. Then it is baked in special types of ovens known as kilns. KILN, kiln, as kilns. Okay, this is called kilns. means one type, bakery type, okay, oven type or bakery type. A special type of oven is called kilns. These items keep in this oven, okay, to make it hard. Bricks, the main building material for most of the houses, are also made of baked clay. So bricks, whatever we used today also, these are made by this baked clay, okay. Now see methods of making pottery wares. So there are various methods uh, for making the pottery wares. These are called pottery wares, okay. Let us understand the methods and processes by which pots, vessels and other pottery wares are made using clay. So let's know about how, what were the methods to make the clay products or pottery products. First of all, what is the what the things potters do? First of all, selection and collection of clay. Selection means this is not this is all clay, all types of clay is not suitable for different pottery products, pottery items. All clay is not suitable because different products need different clay types, okay. So this is the first and foremost thing of the potter, that selection of the clay, then collection of clay. And one thing is, and another thing is that first of all they select the clay, perfect clay for the, if they want to make this item, then they choose, first of all they choose perfect clay, okay, to make this one. So after that, how many or what is the quantity needed to make this pot, this is called collection, okay. The first important step is in pottery is the selection and collection of clay. The kind of clay that is suitable for making a certain type of pottery wares may not be so suitable for other pottery products. Yes, means all pottery products is not all pottery products are different and needed different clay, okay, so selection is very necessary. So the right selection of clay is very important. After selecting the clay, one needs to collect in the required quantity, means quantity also not same, this quantity and to make this quantity and to make this item, clay quantity is need small, okay, and to make this item more than this item need to make this product, okay. So up to this much for today. Next day I will discuss another topics.